it is totally a personal decision. People should not question it. Either the pregnancy will be terminated at the early stage, or I could carry it to the end, but it could turn bad. If I tell you, what would you do? Will you come and help me carry the pregnancy? Will you come and help me carry take the injection I'm taking? Welcome back to my channel. We'll be discussing a very interesting topic, one topic that has always been on my mind. Okay, so it is about hiding pregnancy. Now, before I proceed, you guys should let me know, what do you think about this? So what do you think about some people deciding to hide their pregnancy, and some people deciding to tell people right from the one when they get pregnant? I would like to know your opinion at the comment section. But I'm going to be talking about this thing from my own personal experience, okay? We all know that there's nothing anybody does in this life that satisfies people. So you decide to hide your pregnancy, or you decide to tell the world, people will always complain, people will always talk. So if you decide to hide your pregnancy, people will question the legitimacy of the pregnancy. And you decide to tell the world, people will be like, she's already announcing it, she should not do before people will kill the baby. It is too much. If anybody decides to keep his or her, what am I even saying? Is there any his pregnancy? If a woman decides to keep her pregnancy to herself, I just think that it is okay. And a woman decides to tell people from the one, I also think it is okay. My reason being that whoever is carrying that pregnancy knows how she feels, knows if she wants to tell the world, she wants to announce it to the world, or even knows whether she wants to keep it to herself. It is totally a personal decision. People should not question it. Like I said, I'm going to be talking from my personal experience. This girl won't let me film this thing. When I was pregnant with Mona and Andre, it was a common knowledge then in Nigeria that I was pregnant. Everybody knew I was pregnant. But when I was pregnant for Kyra, I could count. I knew how many people knew I was pregnant. Like, except you were seeing me then, you would never know I was pregnant. It was my decision. Like, when I mean my decision alone to do that. I had two reasons. One was because I was very sick. It was a life-threatening complication that I had when I was pregnant. It even got to a stage where the doctor was advising me that if situations get very bad, that the pregnancy would be terminated just to save my life. So it was that bad, and it continued for the first 4 months. So at that stage, I felt like I can't share this news. Even I found it difficult to share the news with my mom, because I didn't want them to have their hopes high, and then you now come with bad news that, oh, sorry, I lost the pregnancy due to one thing or the other. Kyra, please stop. So it was that bad. So that was the first thing that prompted me to keep that pregnancy away from people. It prompted me to keep the pregnancy away from friends and family in particular, because I was very, very sick. I was very ill. I couldn't even get up from the bed. So I couldn't even eat. I couldn't drink water. But when I saw that I was advancing in the pregnancy, and it was something that I was gonna see to the end by God's grace, I still didn't see the need to share. That's where my second reason came in. So there and then, I felt like if I shared this news, people who knew me actually knew that I was praying for a baby girl. So if I shared this news, the pressure of, I'm going to be praying for you, don't worry, this time around you will have a girl, all those stuff. I didn't need that pressure, especially because I was going through a lot. I was going through a lot health-wise. I was on injection morning and night, and this injection lasted throughout my 9 months. So it was like, this thing is something that I needed to manage, both for my own sanity, because I was beginning to experience a lot of, sadness, depression, and all that. And then my only prayer then was just, God, see me through this pregnancy. And whether it's a boy or girl, I am done. I am not interested whether it's a boy or a girl at this point. I just want to be alive and carry the baby. Like, I didn't want either. Like, I didn't want to make a choice. I was like, whatever sex this baby is, as long as I carry this baby to term and have this baby healthy, I come out healthy as well, then that's enough for me. So you see the two reasons why I couldn't share the news, which I felt like a lot of people picked offense that I didn't tell them. I hid it from them. But what I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to drive home here is, People struggle. We don't know people's inner struggles. People make decisions sometimes based on their struggles. So we don't know what their inner struggles are. So we should stop judging. We should stop expecting so much from people, because I mean, it's so unfair that you will now have your baby and people will start throwing questions at you, like, why didn't you tell? Why didn't you do? If I tell you, what will you do? Will you come and help me carry the pregnancy? Will you come and help me carry the take the injection I'm taking? Or will you come and what will you do? So I just felt like those things are totally unnecessary. So now I know there are people that keep their pregnancies away from the world because they feel that if they tell people, somebody might be envious and try to harm their baby and try to do all whatnot. Like I said, you're all entitled to your reason. And I feel like if that is anybody's reason, nobody should counter it. Nobody should question it. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you tell people or whether you don't tell people, people will still talk. People will still gossip. People will still judge. Do you get? So I feel you should just live your life according to your own terms. Live your life the way you want it. I'm telling you, if any of my friends crops up today and tells me, oh, I just had a baby, I will not come around and start asking you, why didn't you tell me? You must have had your reason for not telling me. And I don't take it personal. That's the way people should start reasoning. You shouldn't be taking people's personal decisions personal. When someone decides to tell you or break a news to you, then take it. But if the person decides not to break a news to you, don't turn it around. It's so unfair. And then to turn around to start asking, are you sure she actually carried that pregnancy? Are you sure she actually had the baby? This one nobody heard. This one nobody heard she was pregnant. That is, then you're if you do that, then you are actually daring God. Do you get? You are actually, I see it as you're questioning God, because even if, yes, let me say this here, even if the person decides to go and adopt a baby and just pretend like she carried the pregnancy, it is still not your business. It is still not my business. Man. So even if the person decides to, adopt a baby, maybe they've waited for some time and they decide to go ahead and adopt a baby, and they decide to maybe deceive people to say I was pregnant and I had a baby, it's still not my business. It's still not your business. I just see it as they're trying to do that for people to accept that child as their child, especially for family, family that will be like, this one, you guys know how our culture is. They will just turn around tomorrow when that child grows up, they'll say that child is not even your biological child. So I think that is the reason people even go to that extent to even cover up this whole thing, this whole adoption process, just for people to, accept their children as their own, especially when it comes to family members. Leave people to live their lives the way they want to live. Let them tell you what they want to tell you. Just accept it. If they tell you this is their child, then welcome that child with your whole heart. Do you get? It does not make sense trying to question, snoop around to ask all sorts of unnecessary questions that you can never get the answer. Honestly, you can't, because if the person wants to keep it away from you forever, it is your word against hers. Do you understand? I just felt like I shared with you guys and also get your opinion on what you think about hiding pregnancy. I would like to hear from you guys at the comment section. Let me know what you think about this topic in particular. Do you think it is okay to just go about announcing the pregnancy? I know that in the world of today, a lot of people do it, especially on social media, on Instagram, and they will just, go on, display their baby bump and all that. It is still their personal decision. If they do it, fine, that's what they want, isn't it? But anybody that decides not to do that, I feel we should also respect that person's decision. Do you get? Let's not use another person's decision to judge another person. That's why I see, that's why I feel about this whole thing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. I hope I didn't bore you off. I hope I hope Kyra did not distract you guys a lot. So this is just what I think. I'd like to hear from you at the comment section what you think. Okay. Anyway, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and comment. I'm waiting to hear your comments at the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay fabulous. Bye. Say bye.